Hi everybody, Heidi here, the Arch Crafter. Just thought I'd pop on and do a quick video. Sorry, I was looking for Rosa. She's sat at the door, but I know she doesn't need to go out, so we'll crack on and see whether she does or not. Anyway, I've been asked by a neighbour to do a graduation card, which is something we don't overly celebrate here in the UK, but some do. I mean, I've seen my grandkids celebrate it as well, it's just not on as big a scale. So I've pre-cut some stuff, but I'm just going to show you what I've stamped up and what have you. So this is from the Gina K Hats Off, and it does come with the dies for the big hat, small one, the scroll, and the grad. Yeah, that's it. So I'm not going to cut these out. I'm just going to show you that I did stamp them. I shouldn't have come on with a toffee in my mouth, should I? So that's what I did. Obviously I spent more time doing it because they've not stamped very well. And I've done it on the back of something that I'm working on. That's how you can tell it was a last minute jump on. But the lady who it's for, she buys lots and lots of cards off me. And this way she can actually get to see it being made. So what I've stamped is quite a few of the scroll, the little hat and the big hat. And I've die cut them out, which has given me all this, which we'll get out in a minute, but that's that bit already done. I've die cut, this is lawn fawn, hooray. I love these big die split backs. I did a lot of, I've got a Mother's Day one and a Father's Day one. I did quite a few for them. Not this year actually, the year before. So I've cut it in white. It's your choice how you want to do it. You need that little dot. Don't lose it. Save me little bits. So I chose to do mine in white because I'm going to make mine look like a sky. I got asked the other day, in fact it was Terry admin of our group that asked me where I get my ideas from. I get ideas from anywhere and everywhere. It could be just from something you've said to me or coming a message. Pinterest, definitely. Anybody's. I don't think you realise that you pick ideas up without knowing you're picking ideas up. But you do. I cut some in red and some in black. But this idea, this is what I'm telling you, this idea, I was looking through my cards that I've made in the past, because I like to do different folds and stuff. And I came across this one. I always do two of a card, because one's a practice, and then I make the one of what I'm doing. Where are you, Rosie? There you baby, I won't be long. So, this is the card I saw and I thought, oh, yeah, I'm going to make that one. So it does fall flat, bend it both ways, and you see the clouds. But it was the clouds and I thought, I'm going to do the hats in the clouds. So that's where this idea came from. So we're going to use a 5.5 by 4.25 top fold. And we are going to use, now then I'll show you measurements. Oh. So you need two pieces if you're doing a 2-layer. You can just do a 1 layer, just do the small one, or even just do the big one, but I do the small one and do the 1 layer. So this is, oh my goodness, that's raining, 3" by 4.25. It's always going to be 4.25 because that's the width of your card. So you want a 3, what did I say, 3 3 by 4 1/4, and your bigger piece is going to be your 4 1/4, which is there, by 5, I think, by 5. If you want, wait a minute, oops. So 3 by 4 1/4 and 5 by, that's not quarter, is it? That's half. By 4 1/4. And then you are going to mark them at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, is it 2 and 2 1/2? I'll write them down as I do it, because I just do 1/2, turn them over 1/2. So we'll do that now because I've already cut them. So I'm going to cut it 1/2 inch and a 1 inch. You'll have an inch gap in the middle. So you're going to do a 2 inch and 2 1/2. So what was that? 2 and 2 1/2. What you got, Rose, there? A bit of cardboard. So that's where you'll score it. And the bigger piece, what's that, right, is it? Oh my goodness me, I'm confused. Yeah, wants to go that way. So if you look, you've got your 1/2 and 1/2, which is your ends, and your bottom 1/2 and 1/2. But this bigger piece, you want a 2 inch, so you're doubling the size of that one. So it's going to be an inch instead of an 1/2. So we're going to go at 1 inch, write it down. Then we're going to go at 2. Then we're going to go at, isn't right, is it? Is it egg? Scrap that. I can't remember what I've done. I know what I've done. We're going at 2, at 1, 1 1/2. You want 2 inch in the middle, so 1, 2. So you're going at 3 1/2. And 4. Promise you that works. Ignore the other one, it doesn't really matter. I'd have been better writing them down first, wouldn't I? But there you go. Right, just put them to the side for a minute. So the card base, I'm just going to, with my big Alter New brush, I'm going to cover the whole piece in sky. You don't really need to do it bottom, but I just do it because, I don't know, I honestly can't actually tell you. But I'm mainly just concentrating on top anyway. And that will do for that colour. That was Tumbled Glass, a bit of Salty Ocean, did I disturb you then? Sorry. I just wanted it to come through at a different angle, so you've got like different bits of sky. You probably won't see it when I've stuck the back bit on. That'll do. Just tidy that up a bit. Right, I'm putting that to the side, and I'm coming in with my die cutting machine. So I'm just going to move these a second. Better move my cup, haven't I? I know, Rosie, I won't be long, kid. And the reason I'm showing you this is I'm not doing a straightforward cloud. So I've got two cloud dies here. These are my Hero Arts Cloudy Sky Scene. You got birds, circles, I presume for sun and moon. But these are my 4 1/4, and these are by 5 1/2 because these are just my panels that I have cut. But I'm thinking, so this is my big piece. And I'll fold it in the right place, Heidi. So this is my big piece, how it's going to fold. So it's roughly going to come around there. Shouldn't have done that because I've done it in pen. So I want my cloud to be higher up than that. I'm going to go roughly, where's my other one? I want a bigger gap in between. That's better. So I am literally like just going to cut it there. I hope I've got it in the right place. Now, depending on what you were using it for, that's the bit I'm going to use. You could turn them round and cut again, but I'll just check. I think I've gone up too far to cover this. Gosh, it was chucking it down 1 second ago and I'm absolutely melting now. So, oh, I could get away with it, I suppose, but you wouldn't get much of a lip at this side. No, so I'm going to do it on a fresh. That won't go to waste, don't worry. So this is the one I'm going to use. So providing it doesn't go as big as that, but it's bigger than the fold. Might get away with that. Sentiment to go there, that's just fine. So those are the bits I need. Put them away before I lose them. It's good using bits I ain't used for a while. Where's she gone now? Oh, you stood behind me, aren't you, kid? Hey, stood behind me. Right, we're nearly done, baby. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stick the large piece down. So I don't bother sticking these together, but I am going to put a bit of glue around each panel. I'm going to take, I don't know how much you can see on there. I want to turn this paper, that's all. I'll leave that there. Can you still see it? No. I think you can see that, can't you? Right, so bring in the base again. And what you want to do, the top of this little fold, place at the bottom. if that makes sense. So you've got that one at the bottom. Then you're going to fold it over where the 1 inch is, at ½ inch is. Let them join together. And there you go, that's it. And it will fold flat. There you go. All done. So that's your first piece. So you only need that one. If that's what you want to do, then you only need that one. There you go. Yeah, I really shouldn't have put that mark on there, should I? Silly woman. I am going to see if I can. I liked it better when I inked the cloud up a little bit, so. Not putting any extra on. And while we're at it, I'll do the other one. Just breaks it up a little bit. Okay. So, before I stick this down, I'm going to do what I didn't do last time. I'm going to stick down this bit. So, by rights, if I've done it right again, this should just hang off the top. And you do have to trim it, otherwise it won't fit in your standard envelope. And I like to stack my die cuts, but for this particular card, I didn't know how it would work, it would be too bulky. Oh, yeah, kid. Oh, she's sat at the door, bless her. I don't know what those marks are. I'm just going to push it up to the ledge. Yeah, that's right. It's just hanging off the edge. Like I say, you will have to cut that off, otherwise it will not go in your standard envelope. And it's only a tiny bit. And when you've cut it off, it don't look no different. We'll stick the little dot on. I did all this after another one, so I've learnt by my mistake. There we go. That'll do nicely. And now I'm going to stick the large cloud on. So I'm gluing this instead of the cloud. There you go, that mistake's covered up anyway, isn't it? So we're all good. There we go. I like to fold them backwards as well, and then I know, oh, that's it, she's gone to bed. Good girl. When you come to stand it up, I like them to be at an angle, because if you just put it where the card opens, it seems to lift off the surface. So if you bend it down first, then when you open it, it sits perfect. There you go. Right, what I haven't done is left a lot of room behind that one. You'll see why. So I'm going to put the sentiment on. And I've took the sentiment from the same Gina K stamps, and this one says, for the graduate. So you've got hooray for the graduate. I didn't plan it like that, it just turned out like that. So that was quite good. I'm going to do it in gold, but while I'm at it, I'm going to do something on this one that I didn't do on other. It works in my head, so we'll see. Can you see all them cuts? These are all what I cut. So tipping them out because I'm going to work with them now. That one looks a nicer one. So I'm also stamp this down. Oh, I didn't use my anti-static, and this will stick every time when it's important. And I've put it at an angle, I think. Today is going so well. So I'm going to try, first of all I'm going to use my anti-static. Oh, don't touch that. I'm going to put it on 2 in case it didn't work on the first one. So I'm going to put class of 2023, but the 3 doesn't come fitted to it, so it's going to be a guess. Let's try it. Oh, I can see it this time. I couldn't see it last time. But I didn't put powder on it last time, so I wonder if that's why. I had a rubbish go at it and it didn't work, so I thought I won't bother doing it again. This was the worst bit, lining the 3 up. So let's have a go. I'm not going to get it right again. And if it's not right, we go back to a plain one. Hey, it looks alright, does that? Right, let's get some powder. That looks alright, does that? Well, just to me, to my eyes. Right, this is the one I think I've done wonky, haven't I? And I haven't used my anti-static. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can tell I haven't. Silly. Might get away with that. Yep, I think we'll try that. Put that away. Yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? I hope this works. Please work, please work. Oh, you can see it all further down here. I didn't clean that. I don't like that. Oh, I don't know what to do. It's actually going to sit on there. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to put it on there. It's like a little bit sparkle, isn't it? I don't know. Let's have a look. Now I'm going for it. Right, move these out of the way. So I'm now going to stick a smaller one down, doing it exactly the same way. Glue both pieces up. I mean, if you're not comfortable doing it from like this, pick them together somehow. Just put a bit of tape between them. You really don't need to. So, because we know that's the bottom, we're starting with that crease again, down to the bottom. There we go, it's level with the bottom one. Chucking it down again. Oh, I've got to do the dog walk and the school run. Didn't think I'd ever have to do that once my kids had grown up. Same again, wrap it over, touch the bottom of that one, and that one just sits to it. Because I'm using a good strong glue, it just sticks straight away anyway. This is Gina K Connect glue. There we go. Now we're going to stick this onto the front, and we can do as put us hats on, and then that's your card done. And it's like a fancy card, done in no time at all. It really is a quick card. I would advise doing your embossing before you put it together, unlike when I tried it, I forgot. There we go. Oh look, it covered that pen mark nearly now. It's alright. There we go. So that's how your card's going to sit. Right, for this next bit, I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to put a foam pad behind this one here, so that'll sit like that. But all these that I've got here, so I pre-cut some acetate strips. Cut them as thick or thin as you want. I've done mine maybe half a centimetre because I want that old. Don't use flimsy, use quite strong acetate, otherwise they won't stand. And all you're doing, I'll stick some behind. Let's get a nice colour that I'm going to use. I'll have a bit of this purple one, I like that. I don't like that one now. I'll go with the red. So I'm putting a tiny little bit of glue behind. Needs filling up. Get a piece of acetate. Stick it behind. And just leave it for a minute. When you've decided where you want to put them, so I've got, what have I got cut? I want three scrolls, so we'll go for this blue. So, come on, bit of glue. Bit of acetate. And just leave it like that for a minute. And I want a couple of hats. I think I've done 3 here. So that's all you're doing, you're just sticking it behind like that. Just put that out of the way. I don't chuck these, I'll save them for next time that I do things like this. So I think I'm going to go with the blue one first. So I'm going to stand the strip of acetate behind the cloud. And what you need to know is when you lay that down, if you're sticking it there, when you lay that down, So if you go down as far as it'll go, when you lay that down, you can't be hanging over the edge. So I'm what, about ½ centimetre. Cut that off. Bit of glue. And I'm going to have it round about there. I don't like to keep shutting normally when I've glued it because it might stick, but there you go. It's not going to go over the top. And you can't really see the acetate, if you get the idea. So I'm going to put another one over at this side. I may go, what colour things have I got? Red. Let's go green. And I know that's going to touch, be over, I mean. I'm going to do it at an angle. I actually wanted the hat to be at an angle, but as it happens, I didn't put a lot of cloud behind, so that's just worked out all right, actually. It's not hanging off there, and it's not hanging off there. You can still see the hooray. So we're going to do a couple of the scrolls. You'll get used to how tall you want it, because it also depends where you want it to stick out. So that'll do for me on that one. I'm just going to tilt it a bit. I'm going to have one. Let's have a look. I want a short one, so I'm going to cut this short. How short do I want it? See, I'll save that because that'll do me another short one. Don't waste note. Just give it a little bit of height to make it look like it's floating. My hands are all sticky now. That's all right. Don't know if I want red. Put it over there. Which way do I want to go in? We'll go in that way. We'll use the red while it's already glued up. Put it at an angle if that's how you want it. I do. You can do so much with this technique. I've done loads of different stuff, not even with the benzene and stuff, just with, you know, with the acetate, I mean, to make it look like it's floating. That's the worst thing about acetate. It sticks. If you're using acetate and you don't want it to stick, wipe it with a baby wipe on both sides. It goes, disappears. Brilliant if you're going to do a shaker. There we go. So the last bit, put the lid on that glue because I always forget. Put the measurements back there a minute. Your last bit is to put your black hat on, which I've just lost again. I'll just put it back in there, haven't I? Yeah, I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use a little bit of double-sided tape. We'll put a bit there. And a bit there. I was going to put an action wobbler behind it, but I think there's a lot going on it on the card already. And the reason I've put them like low and to the sides is really so you can still see the hooray in the middle, if that makes sense. It's been really good using me other makes again. That will do. Sticky, sticky, sticky. And I'm just going to stick that there. Yeah, I'm leaving it. I like it's like class of 2023, isn't it? Let's put it there. Right, guys. So, from my baby girl card to my graduation card. And you can see all the levels. I love it. And this is the one that I did practice on. Oops. And say I didn't put anything on that one. But there you go. How easy is that? You could just use a blue card, you know, and put a white piece on the inside to write on. Saves on ink. But there's all sorts you can do. It's a great technique. I hope you'll have a go. Come and join us at our Facebook group, Heidi-The Crafter. Show us what you've made. Anything, any make. Doesn't matter what it is. And have a bit of fun with us. Right, guys. I'll see you over there. Happy crafting. Bye.